Dear Lucky, I was raised by my grandmother from childhood to university. I recently reconnected with my birth mother and I'm trying to build our relationship. I respect my mom deeply, but every time she calls, she compares herself to my grandmother who raised me, and that leaves me feeling unsettled. How can I process these feelings and respond in a way that honors her while also protecting my own boundaries? Yeah, how do we help this viewer? Because in a way, I can kind of understand her, but no one can completely understand someone's situation. But what would you say to this viewer?
First of all, I want to get to understand the situation. So she grew up with her grandmother, and now she recently got to meet up with her mom, and they're talking.
Yeah,
But
her
every
real mom.
time her
Yes, yes.
mom is comparing herself to her grandmother, in what way? You
Yeah,
know,
I'm thinking like maybe thinks, okay, in my opinion, if I was to think for this person, I think maybe she showers more love onto her grandmother because
she
she
knows that
grew
she
up with
grew up
her
with her. Yeah,
grandmother. She knows her more. So I think her mom probably feels left out sometimes out of this. And yet this is a relationship I think that has just started again. Like she didn't grow up with her. She did not know her growing up. So I think she's conflicted. She's like, yes, my mom is important to me, but also my grandmother raised me. So now I think she's conflicted. Who do I love more? Who do I shower love to more? So I think that's where the conflicting emotions are coming in.
Um, yeah, I think I do understand the conflicts, and it's hard to understand people's situation. But honestly, if I'm trying to give my best advice, she shouldn't try to look at who to love more, who to love less, because at the end of the day, these two people are very important in her life. So if your grandmother brought you up, she played a very major role as your mother, and at the same time, your grandmother. So then your mom, your biological mom who gave birth to you now shows up. She is also equally important because if it wasn't for her to bring you here, you wouldn't be here. But let's be honest, there are some bonds and connections that you even, unexplainable, you develop with the people that are not even related to you. So in this case, I think she's lucky that this person is her grandmother and they're related in that way. And then she got lucky to be raised by her own grandmother. But I've seen relationships that form from people who are not even related, but because they raised someone up, they're so treasured than even the biological parent, and that's really understandable. So I think right now she needs to play a role of like not trying to show any partiality
Favoritism.
or
Yeah.
drawn to one side or to the other. But I think also the mother has a role to play here in understanding that I was absent. I was not here the entire time. So I don't need to expect that much from this girl. So it is natural for her. It is only natural that this girl responds. I don't know if it's a girl, right? To her grandmother the way she would respond to her own mother because she was there. And I think she shouldn't feel guilty if her mom is feeling left out because it's a relationship that it's going to take time to. She has to learn how to love and see this person as her mother. So she needs to go take it easy on herself and not to blame herself for anything because she was a kid. She didn't contribute to any of this. It's just what it is. Yeah. What do
I
you think?
completely agree because yeah, I agree because you see, there's a different. Okay, people forget that there is birthing and then there is nurturing someone.
Yeah.
Yes, her mother gave birth to her, but this is someone that has watched her from diapers, I'm thinking, until university, where this is now an adult. This
Yeah.
is someone that, this is the only mother, to be honest, this is the only mother that she knows. Yes, it's her grandmother, but this is her mother. It's in all the important parts of it,
Mm.
taking her to school, making like when she was sick, the person that treated her, like things like that. So that cannot be built from just giving birth to someone, I think. I think the mother needs to be a little bit more understanding that there's a bond that develops over years of someone showing up for you, someone pouring into you, because you could probably think that maybe this girl is more similar to her grandmother than she is to her mother, because she
Yeah,
has grown up around this person. So I completely
absolutely.
agree with you when you say that. I think nurturing plays a very big part in who someone becomes. And I think that's where all this like affection for her grandmother is coming from, because this is who she has known all her life. And yes, I also applaud her, actually. I applaud her for building this relationship with her birth mother, because some
Yeah,
people wouldn't even build that relationship. They'll be like, I don't need this person in my life. But the fact that she's making an effort to build this relationship with her mother, I think kudos to her. Like she's I applaud her for that. Because we're introducing a new segment of the podcast called Cinnamon Confessions. This is the part of the podcast where you can write in. You can ask a question. It could be a dilemma, basically anything that you're facing that you need advice on, and we'll ask our guest to help you navigate that. Because if there's one thing that I know, no one does life perfectly, and we all need a listening ear from time to time. All the submissions will be anonymously shared, so no, nothing to worry about.